As we all know, the topic of money is not taught in schools. Most people learn about finances at home from their parents. But what do parents really convey to their children about money? What differentiates someone who will eventually become rich and successful from someone who won't? Today, we'll explore 10 aspects that the wealthy teach their children about money that the poor do not. If you enjoy videos about business, finance, and psychology, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any of our valuable videos. Stay until the end, as the last lesson is the ultimate one. Let's begin. Number 1. Wealthy parents teach their children the relevance of money. Almost all self-made millionaires or anyone who has achieved financial success believes that money is extremely important. This is one of the first lessons they impart about finances. Wealthy parents often illustrate the importance of money, regardless of whether they believe it is vital for happiness. They recognize that money is essential for having options and a better quality of life. Even if they view money as merely a resource, most rich people understand that it provides freedom. From choosing the next vacation to deciding where to live, and even the ability to help others. They realize they can lead a less financially stressful life when they have monetary abundance. The poor, on the other hand, rarely discuss money, and some even claim it's not significant. This can impact their children in the long run, as they will grow up in a money-driven society while ignoring its importance. Number 2. They teach the distinction between assets and liabilities. Have you ever thought about delving into the secrets of the greatest minds in the world with no effort? It may sound impressive, but it's now a reality. To build financial independence, it's crucial to understand the difference between assets and liabilities. If you've never heard of this, assets are things that bring money into your bank account, while liabilities do the opposite, taking money out. For example, if you buy a house and rent it out, it's an asset because it generates monthly cash flow. If you buy a house to live in, it's a liability since it costs you money every month. Many wealthy parents teach their children to build and acquire assets and to avoid liabilities. This way, they can create businesses or investments that generate recurring cash flow and steer clear of things that cause negative cash flow, enabling them to have financial surplus. They also understand the power of using assets to uncouple their income. Whether working physically or not, you can scale and use your time to develop more assets. The wealthy often focus on understanding and teaching the consumption patterns of the poor compared to the rich. Why do some people earning the same salary end up prosperous while others remain in poverty? For instance, imagine two people earning 6,000 Rs a month but with very distinct consumption patterns. The first person receives their paycheck, pays their bills, and enjoys their money by going out to shop. They buy the latest phone, the newest TV, dine at the best restaurants, and purchase a new car and a beautiful house, along with other interesting items. These individuals often spend their money on things that make them appear rich and successful, but in reality, they return home with accumulating bills and debt. They tend to have little to no savings and years of credit card obligations, car financing, and mortgages. They are trapped in the rat race and will take years to break free. Now let's analyze the second person. They also earn 6,000 Rs a month, but do not buy a beautiful house or a new car. They don't go out every weekend and avoid upscale restaurants. They buy clothes occasionally when truly needed, but do not follow trends. This person lives on a budget of 3,000 Rs a month and saves the other 3,000 Rs. By the end of the year, they accumulate 36,000 Rs and invest it in cash-generating assets, increasing their monthly income. They continue living on their 3,000 Rs budget, and the following year, they manage to invest not 36,000 Rs but 40,000 Rs as they increase their income through investments. 10 years later, these two individuals will be in completely different situations, all due to their consumption habits. There's a quote that says, "They look successful, but they are going nowhere." This indicates that many people spend their money to appear wealthy, while, in fact, they are poor. Conversely, the rich often look poor while accumulating wealth. Now, many might argue that there are wealthy people who own luxurious things, elegant homes, and sophisticated cars. Yes, that's true, But the main difference is that the poor use their own money or go into debt to acquire these luxuries, while the wealthy have their assets finance these luxuries for them. If you want a car that costs 500 Rs a month, it's time to create another asset that generates 500 Rs or more a month. This way, your bank account won't be impacted when you acquire that liability. This is another key element that many wealthy parents teach their children: how to manage money. An effective way many affluent parents use to teach about finances is by allowing their children to participate in planning and managing household expenses. Many of these parents involve their children in reviewing financial statements and budgeting, often discussing the reality of living expenses. This gives children the experience of dealing with money from an early age, which can help when they grow up and have to manage their own finances. This contrasts sharply with many parents who have a scarcity mindset. Most parents rarely talk about money, especially regarding their own income. They typically plan their monthly budgets without involving their children, if they plan at all. Often they associate a negative attitude with monthly budgeting, discussing, and expressing adverse feelings. When preparing their monthly budgets, it's crucial to encourage your children to adopt similar planning habits. This reflects in similar behaviors later in life. Wealthy parents understand that everyday expenses are a reality of contemporary life and strive to associate positive emotions with their spending. As unusual as it may seem, many people are grateful for these expenses, as they provide shelter and the opportunity to live comfortably. Another important point is understanding the various ways to generate income. One observation I've made is that many wealthy parents teach their children about these options. Did you know that former President Barack Obama's daughter had a regular job in customer service? Many other affluent individuals also encourage their children to take on common jobs. There are several reasons for this, one being to provide the experience of different ways to earn money and understand how each works. For example, one way is to exchange time for money, whether in a job or as a freelancer. The second involves creating systems that generate income or making money work for you, such as developing businesses and leveraging the time of others as collaborators. Using online systems that offer automation or investing in income-producing assets are also valid strategies. As demonstrated in Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the wealthy focus on understanding and teaching these principles to give their children the freedom not to be restricted to just one way of earning money. In contrast, most less fortunate parents know only one way to generate income, which is typically trading time for money. Unfortunately, this is the only approach they pass on to their children, who end up growing up knowing only this way of making money, limiting their true potential. Furthermore, it is essential to cultivate productive habits. The wealthy understand that it's not what you do that makes you rich, but the consistency in your actions. Wealthy parents recognize that to achieve financial prosperity, they need to work and execute their plans continuously. It's not just about acting once or working hard at a single moment, but about maintaining that effort over time. The best way to achieve this is by cultivating habits or practices that you adopt naturally. Many wealthy parents dedicate themselves to fostering productive habits in their children, so they can attract wealth more easily in the future. This can be as simple as starting the day with a series of accomplishments. Always seeking ways to add value to others is essential. Many affluent parents teach their children to develop their own habits. Learning to cultivate habits is one of the best skills someone can possess. Understanding the psychology behind changing one's own habits can be extremely powerful for a child's long-term success. No one owes you anything. Self-made millionaires and those who have accumulated wealth through their own efforts know how much it takes to generate wealth for themselves and their families. They recognize that they will only achieve what they fight to attain, and that no one owes them anything. This is especially relevant for the wealthy, as in many situations, their children grow up in a prosperous environment where they may feel entitled to a share of their parents' fortune. They understand that this sense of entitlement can be a significant detriment to their children in the future, making it vital to teach the concept of earning one's own success. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, two of the richest men on the planet, have similar philosophies. They will not leave their fortune to their children, and will only grant a small fraction as inheritance. As Bill Gates mentioned in an interview in 2011, they need to find their own way. They strive to instill a sense of independence and effort so their children can achieve their own success. Social and influencing skills are aspects that are not discussed enough in the financial and business world, yet are extremely relevant. The ability to interact and communicate with others can open numerous opportunities that would otherwise not arise. Creating influence over those around you fosters a sense of leadership. Developing this skill to understand people's emotions, motivations, and behaviors from an early age can provide an incredible tool for the future, preparing children to become strong and influential leaders. Delayed gratification or patience is another essential lesson. The wealthy understand that reaching a big goal and building wealth takes time, and that they need to be patient while diligently working at their craft. This is one of the skills they often teach their children, that eventually, the effort will pay off. Most people prefer immediate pleasures, like acquiring a new car or a luxury home quickly, or may start a business and give up when it isn't profitable in the first year, passing these same behaviors to their children. I really appreciate something Gary Vaynerchuk says on this topic. They spend months saving for this. If they want to invest in their education, they'll work an extra shift and take that course. If they want to start investing, they'll make an effort and save for it. There are always more resources for the things we aspire to. Our task is to go out and achieve them. A crucial lesson that the wealthy pass on to their children is that the most effective way to make money is by solving other people's problems. The bigger the challenge, the greater the reward. It's no secret that the most successful people on the planet have addressed, or at least contributed to resolving, major issues. From Steve Jobs revolutionizing technology, music, and communication, to Henry Ford transforming personal transportation, and Oprah Winfrey making a global impact on personal development, all have made a significant impact by helping others solve a problem. Most people in financial difficulty focus on getting paid for tasks, efforts, and time, while the wealthy concentrate on delivering results and solving problems. Providing value is the game of the affluent, and they are rewarded based on the amount of value they offer. So that's today's video. Don't waste time. Subscribe now for more content and be part of this amazing journey. Secure your spot, subscribe, and come experience this unique opportunity. Goodbye and see you soon. This is about having micro speed and macro patience, which implies that we should work intensely and consistently every day, while also being patient regarding the bigger picture. As he mentions, most people are slow in their daily lives and wish to succeed overnight. An extremely important mindset that wealthy individuals possess is the belief that there is always more money. Most people think there is a finite amount of money in the world, and this belief reflects in their bank accounts. While the poor may feel there isn't enough money, the rich know that there is always more available, whether for investing in a new business or taking a vacation. They understand that there is plenty of money accessible, and their job is to earn it. The poor consider their salary as their financial limit and feel they have to live under that ceiling. This represents a scarcity mindset. In contrast, the rich understand that there is no limit to how much they can earn, and that money is out there, waiting to be attracted. This reflects an abundance mindset. It's a simple concept, but it can play a significant role in our financial decisions. While most people focus on saving money and cutting expenses, the wealthy concentrate on increasing their income. This doesn't mean that the rich don't care about reducing costs. Rather, they invest more time and energy into boosting their cash flow than into cutting small expenses. As a business owner, having a scarcity mindset can limit an entrepreneur's earning potential. Many entrepreneurs don't charge what they deserve for their products and services simply because they feel guilty about asking for money from others. They may feel that they are doing a disservice by receiving money from people. However, an entrepreneur with an abundance mindset knows that anyone has enough resources for the things they truly want. If a potential customer wants your product, who are they to refuse them? If you observe society, you'll see that people always have money for the things they genuinely desire, like traveling. Let me know if you need any adjustments. They spend months saving for this, If they want to invest in their education, they'll work an extra shift and take that course. If they want to start investing, they'll make an effort and save for it. There are always more resources for the things we aspire to. Our task is to go out and achieve them. A crucial lesson that the wealthy pass on to their children is that the most effective way to make money is by solving other people's problems. The bigger the challenge, the greater the reward. It's no secret that the most successful people on the planet have addressed or at least contributed to resolving major issues. From Steve Jobs revolutionizing technology, music, and communication, to Henry Ford transforming personal transportation, and Oprah Winfrey making a global impact on personal development, all have made a significant impact by helping others solve a problem. Most people in financial difficulty focus on getting paid for tasks, efforts, and time, while the wealthy concentrate on delivering results and solving problems. Providing value is the game of the affluent, and they are rewarded based on the amount of value they offer. So, that's today's video. Don't waste time. Subscribe now for more content and be part of this amazing journey. Secure your spot. Subscribe and come experience this unique opportunity. Goodbye, and see you soon.